Standard Geometry, Chapter 3, Circles. In this video, we will study about sums based on arc, properties of arc, and the central angle. Let us recall. We know that an angle whose vertex is the center of a circle is called as the central angle. Then we study the definition of measure of an arc. We know that the measure of a minor arc is equal to the measure of its corresponding central angle. So whatever the measure of the central angle is, corresponding to that central angle will be the minor arc, and both of them will have the same measure. Then measure of a major arc. We use the formula 360 degree minus measure of its corresponding minor arc. So if you know the measure of the minor arc, by this formula we can find out the measure of the major arc. Measure of a semicircle is 180 degree. Third, when two arcs are of the same radius and same measure, they are congruent. Fourth, when only one point C is common to arc ABC and arc CDE of the same circle, then we can say measure arc ABC plus measure arc CDE is equal to measure arc ACE. This was the property sum measures of arc. Fifth is a theorem. Chords of the same or congruent circles are equal if the related arcs are congruent. Sixth is a converse of the theorem that says arc of the same or congruent circle are equal if the related chords are congruent. Practice set 3.3, sum number 1. In the given figure, points G, D, E, F are concyclic points of a circle with center C. Angle ECF is equal to 70 degree and measure arc DGF is equal to 200 degree. We have to find measure arc DE and measure arc DEF. So in the figure, it is said that the points G, D, E and F are concyclic. C is the center of the circle. The meaning of concyclic is that all these points, the point G, D, E and F, lie on the same circle. Angle ECF is given to be 70 degree and angle measure of arc G, DGF is given 200 degree. We have to find measure arc DE and measure arc DEF. Let us start with the solution. Measure arc EF will be equal to angle ECF, and angle ECF is given to be 70 degree. The reason is that ECF is a central angle and the arc corresponding to the central angle is arc EF. The measure of the central angle is equal to the measure of its corresponding arc. Hence, we can say that measure arc EF is equal to 70 degree. Now, measure arc DE plus measure arc EF plus measure arc DGF is equal to 360 degree. The reason being, measure of a complete circle is 360 degree. So if you see in the figure, arc DE plus EF plus DGF forms the entire circle. So addition of all these three arcs will be the sum of the complete circle, that is 360 degree. Measure arc EF we found out is 70 degree and measure arc DGF is 200 degree, that is given in the question. Solving this and simplifying, 70 degree plus 200 degree, that is 270 degree, and we take the plus 270 degree on the other side, we get 360 degree minus 270 degree, that is 90 degree. Therefore, measure arc DE is 90 degree. Also, now the third part is we have to also find out measure arc DEF. Now, if you see in the figure, measure arc DEF is measure arc DE plus measure arc EF. So, measure arc DEF is equal to measure arc DE plus measure arc EF. Measure arc DE we found out here it is 90 degree, and measure arc EF is from the first part is 70 degree. By adding this to 90 degree plus 70 degree, we get 160 degree. Therefore, measure arc DEF is equal to 90 degree plus 70 degree, that is 160 degree. Practice set 3.3, the second sum. In the given figure, triangle QRS is an equilateral triangle. We have to prove first arc RS is congruent to arc QS, arc QS is congruent to arc QR. Second, measure arc QRS is equal to 240 degree. We have to prove. So it is given in the figure, triangle QRS is an equilateral triangle, and we know that in an equilateral triangle, when all sides of a triangle are equal and all angles of a triangle are equal, then that triangle is called an equilateral triangle. First, we have to prove that all these three arcs, arc RS, arc QS, and arc QR are congruent. And second, we have to prove that measure arc QRS is 240 degree. Let's start with the proof. First, it is given that triangle QRS is an equilateral triangle. By property of equilateral triangle, we know that all sides of an equilateral triangle are equal. So RS will be equal to QS will be equal to QR. We know that each of the sides of this triangle is a chord of the circle. Therefore, chord RS will be equal to chord QS, and chord QS will be equal to chord QR. Therefore, all of these chords will be equal, as the other sides of equilateral triangle are equal. Now, corresponding to each of these chords, the corresponding arc will also be equal. So corresponding to arc RS is corresponding to chord RS is arc RS, corresponding to chord QS is arc QS, and corresponding to arc chord QR is arc QR. The reason being corresponding arc of congruent chords of a circle are congruent. So if the chords are congruent, their corresponding arcs will also be congruent. Second part, we have to prove that angle QRS is 240 degree. Note that measure arc RS plus measure arc QS plus measure arc QR, it forms the entire circle, hence it will be equal to 360 degree. And we know that measure of a complete circle is 360 degree. Now, from the previous part of this sum, we know that all of these three arcs are equal. Therefore, in place of arc QS and in place of arc QR, we'll substitute arc RS. So we get measure arc RS plus measure arc RS plus measure arc RS is equal to 360 degree. Adding this, we get 3 times measure arc RS is equal to 360 degree. We take the 3 on the other side, so it gets divided. So we get 360 divided by 3, that is 120 degree. Therefore, measure arc RS is equal to 120 degree. Measure arc RS is equal to measure arc QR by the same previous part of the sum, since it is an equilateral triangle. their corresponding arcs will also be equal. So if arc RS is 120 degree, arc QR will also be 120 degree. Now, if you look at arc QRS, it is a combination of arc QR and RS. So measure arc QRS will be equal to measure arc QR plus measure arc RS. Now we know that measure arc QR and RS is 120 degree. So we'll substitute here 120 degree for QR, similarly 120 degree for RS. So 120 degree plus 120 degree, we get 240 degree. Therefore, we can say that measure arc QRS is equal to 240 degree. Practice set 3.3, the third sum. In the given figure, chord AB is congruent to chord CD. We have to prove that arc AC is congruent to arc BD. Let's start with the proof. Chord AB is congruent to chord CD, and this is given to us in the question. Arc ACB will be congruent to arc CBD. The reason being, corresponding arcs of congruent chords of a circle are congruent. So if the chords are congruent, their corresponding arc will also be congruent. If you notice in the figure, the arc corresponding to the chord AB is arc ACB, and the arc corresponding to the chord CD is arc CBD. Since the chords are congruent, their corresponding arc will also be congruent. Since the arcs are congruent, we know that two arcs are congruent if their measures and the radius are congruent. So these two arcs are congruent, therefore their measures will also be congruent. Hence we can say that measure arc ACB is equal to measure arc CBD. Now if you in the figure, arc ACB is a combination of arc AC and CB. So in place of arc ACB, you can rewrite it as arc AC plus arc CB, because arc AC plus CB forms arc ACB. Similarly, in the figure, if you see that arc CBD is formed by arc CD and BD. So in place of arc CBD, you can write measure arc CB plus measure arc BD. Now in both the sides, measure arc CB is common, so it gets cancelled out, and you are left with measure arc AC on the left hand side and measure arc BD on the right hand side. Hence, measure arc AC is equal to measure arc BD. So since the measure of these two arcs are equal, these two arcs will be congruent. Hence, arc AC is congruent to arc BD. Next, let us do an example sum. In the figure, rectangle PQRS is inscribed in a circle with center T. We have to prove that first, arc PQ is congruent to arc SR, and arc SPQ is congruent to arc PQR. So in this figure, PQRS is a rectangle and it is inscribed in a circle with center T. First, we have to prove that arc PQ is congruent to arc SR, and second, we have to prove that arc SPQ is congruent to arc PQR. Let's start with the proof. The first part, triangle quadrilateral PQRS is a rectangle. So PQRS is a rectangle, that is question. Now in a rectangle, we know that opposite sides are equal. So side PQ will be equal to side SR, and we know that this rectangle is inscribed in the circle. So these sides will be the chord of the circle. Therefore, we can say that chord PQ is congruent to chord SR, as opposite sides of a rectangle are congruent. Now we know the theorem: if the chords are congruent, then their corresponding arc will also be congruent. So the arc corresponding to the chord PQ is arc PQ, and the arc corresponding to the arc SR is arc SR. Hence, we can say that arc PQ is congruent to arc SR. That is, arc corresponding to congruent chords are congruent. Next, we have to prove that arc SPQ is congruent to arc PQR. Note that chord PS is congruent to chord QR. PS is congruent to QR, as opposite sides of a rectangle are equal, and this rectangle is inscribed in a circle, so the sides of this rectangle will be the chord. So since side PS is equal to side QR, and these two sides are the chords of the circle, therefore chord PS will be congruent to chord QR. Corresponding to the chords, corresponding to chord PS is arc SP, and corresponding to chord QR is arc QR. We know by the theorem, if the chords are congruent, then their corresponding arcs will also be congruent. Therefore, arc SP is congruent to arc QR. Now, when two arcs are congruent, their measures will also be equal. We know the definition of congruence of arcs. Two arcs are said to be congruent if their measures and radius are equal. Therefore, here we have proved arc SP is congruent to arc QR. Since the two arcs are congruent, the measure of arc SP and QR are equal. Now, measure arc SP plus measure arc PQ will be equal to measure arc PQ plus measure arc QR. So if you look in the figure, arc SP plus arc PQ will be equal to measure arc PQ plus measure arc QR. Note that arc SP plus PQ is arc SPQ. So in place of arc SP plus arc PQ, we have written arc SPQ. Similarly, arc PQ plus arc QR is PQR. So in place of arc PQ plus arc QR, we have written measure arc PQR. Therefore, measure arc SPQ is equal to measure arc PQR. Since the measure of these two arcs are equal, we can say that arc SPQ is congruent to arc PQR.